Everybody, it is Friday. We've got a very special Art Life Live. As you're joining us, just comment in the chat. Let us know where you're watching this from. Where are you in the world? I'm looking forward to this Art Life session. I'll share what we're doing very soon. First shout out to Marcus Crutchfield. Hello back to you. You're watching this live on Facebook. Amanda Bradford, hello to you. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Appreciate that. Deborah, yay, yes, I'm excited. It's Friday. Let's get ready to paint very soon. Okay, hello to Jason Halleck watching on Facebook. Marcus Crutchfield, switch over to YouTube. I like your style. By the way, Marcus, we're doing a giveaway for YouTube today as well. You're already a subscriber, but we're going to be doing it for some new subscribers over there. Darlene, hello to you. Yay again. We got 2 yays so far. And then also Joan, happy Friday, Sacramento, tuning in. Hello to you. Esther, what's going on Facebook? We're gonna start this very soon. Right now we are live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Periscope. Over here we've got Instagram and TikTok. So stay tuned. We're gonna start very soon. Get comfortable. We're celebrating. I'll tell you soon what we're doing. Okay? Okay, we're gonna start this live stream in less than 1 minute, so get comfortable, get settled in, and we're gonna start very soon. Okay, it's time to start. Let's start this live stream. Welcome to Art Life Live. My name is David Garibaldi, and today I have one very important painting of a queen, Queen Bee. Yesterday we painted a king. Today we're painting a queen. Stay tuned. Let's paint. Okay, welcome to Art Life Live. My name is David Garibaldi. As always, I will be creating a brand new original painting for you. And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna answer your questions. We're gonna chat. Today's a very special holiday around the world. It's Bey Day, B-E-Y Day, Beyonce Day. It's her birthday. And we're gonna honor her today. We're gonna do a special Beyonce portrait. And this one's gonna be a little bit more inventive than the other ones. It's not gonna be just a normal portrait, so stay tuned for that. We'll get to that. Let's just say hello real quick to Jason Halleck. He says, Goody Two Sleeves, miss you, man. So Goody Two Sleeves used to produce my clothing line back in the day. So shout out to Jason. Good to see you on here. Thanks for joining. Leah Hathaway says, I'm back. You're watching on YouTube. Thank you for watching. By the way, if you are watching on YouTube right now and you haven't already subscribed, we're gonna do a giveaway. So if you subscribe, it'll enter you to win access to my Paint With program. So if you're watching this over here on Instagram or TikTok, go to my YouTube channel. There's a link in the bio. Subscribe, and that enters you to win free access to my Paint With program happening next week. So if you can see it here, it's on the screen, you know where to go. But if you're already on YouTube, we'll still take care of you too. So Emilio, you said you're a new subscriber on YouTube. Welcome. It's on the very bottom. You're now entered to win. So big shout out to Marcus Crutchfield tuning in live from Little Rock, Arkansas. Marcus, thank you for always showing up too. You're always on these live streams and I appreciate you. How about this? If this is your first time watching a live stream, can you just comment in the chat and say new? And if you've watched the live stream before, just say I'm back. That's all you have to do. And in the meantime, I don't know, for me, there's a handful of creatives that I dream of working with, doing some sort of project with. And I've been able to work with some really cool artists, musicians, people, but Beyonce's up there. I mean, it's, if not the top of the list, Beyonce, Jay-Z, they're icons in pop culture and music. And that's why I'm excited. I've always been inspired by not just the music Beyonce creates, but the visuals that come along with that. And being a visual artist, it's gonna be fun to paint that today. So again, we're not doing just a normal portrait. We're gonna add some other iconic images along with this. It's gonna be a full-on just image today. I don't know how to describe it. You just gotta stay tuned. Shout out to Mike Debus, says I'm back. Welcome back, Mike. And I'm pretty sure it's you. He's also a fellow painter as well. So shout out to Mike watching live on Facebook. Celine, she said, just got here. You're on YouTube now watching. You used to be on Instagram. I hope that you're enjoying this. As the painting comes alive, Celine, you gotta let me know how much better this is than watching it on Instagram. So thank you for being here. If you subscribe too, it'll enter you to win access to my Paint With program on September 12th. Lee says, let's see, appreciating these. Give a shout out to yourself, man. Lee, I'm gonna give a shout out to you. Thank you, Lee Wallen, for tuning in. I appreciate it. Let's see, Allison Packard watching on Facebook. First time watching, welcome. And here you get a shout out as well. So Nuke Exotic watching on YouTube. You said you love the Juice WRLD art. Yes, so we did about 5 different videos for Juice WRLD for the release of that last album, which was an honor. And you're new, so welcome to you as well. Gotcha on YouTube says new. If you're watching on YouTube and you haven't already subscribed, subscribe and it'll enter you to win. Or if you've subscribed anytime recent, you're entered as well to win. I'm gonna give away 5 codes today to give you free access. So I'm gonna pick 5 winners. Let's see. So yes, Amelia says much better than watching this on Instagram and TikTok. They're over here, so I'm talking to them. But go to the link in my bio. What else? And yes, Celine says, it looks like I'm watching TV. It looks great. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Ray works very hard behind the scenes to make sure that this looks good over here for you guys. So thank you for watching this live stream. And Gotcha said, I did. I think that means that you subscribed. So thank you for subscribing. So yesterday we honored Chadwick Boseman as Black Panther during the live stream, and there was a special moment, and I wish we had it on the screen to show you. You'll have to go to my most recent post, but at the end, the eyes were open and we closed them. It was just a moment, and it just seemed like it was very touching. And you can see that video either on my YouTube channel. There's a short version on my Instagram as well. So let's not waste any time. Let's get into this painting, because I am gonna take my time on this painting of Beyonce today. You don't need to guess. It's gonna be Beyonce. That's it. So let's see real quick. So James Farinas asks, first time watching, have you made a Black Panther and half Chadwick Boseman painting? We just did that yesterday, James. You got to go back on my channel just from yesterday's video. We honored Chadwick Boseman, so go check that out. And Siafi, I think I pronounced that right. Siafi, yes, I'm excited too. Let's get to this painting right now, honoring Beyonce on her birthday. If you're over here on TikTok or Instagram, go to the link in my bio. If you're here watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe button, and we're gonna give away 5 free passes access to my Paint With program. So if you're ready, let's paint. Okay, welcome back. I just want to establish something real quick. If you're new here, maybe you're used to watching other artists that take their time. That's cool. I think it's amazing. I just like to put a little bit more energy into this whole process, so that not only is it painting, which I'll get to in a moment, but also interacting with you throughout this process. So as I'm painting, be sure to just leave your questions in the chat, leave your comments in the chat. I will do my best to answer those. And I can see in front of me all the chat comments on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Periscope. So thank you for that, everyone right now. Emilio said I could do this more often. I agree with you. We do this every Thursday and Friday, so just get used to that. Francis A on YouTube, I'm excited as well. And let's see, Arturo Miller said just subscribed, Art of Dance. I will look for that later. I'm gonna pick 5 winners from my YouTube channel. So if you subscribe, it enters you to win. I'm gonna pick 5 subscribers. So let's honor Beyonce. Let's paint her. Let's get to it. I'm gonna do this one a little different today. We're gonna create some imagery inspired by Beyonce before we get to the painting. All right, let's paint. So if you're new here, just leave a comment below. Just say that you're new so we can shout you out. Right now, I'm gonna get started on just the beginning of this portrait. This painting is gonna be different images that represent Beyonce. This will all make sense later on. But just get comfortable. Come along for the ride. Also, if you have any questions, you can ask them down below in the chat. So I'm curious, those of you watching this, since it is Beyonce's birthday today, what are images that remind you of Beyonce? You know, and not just music. What imagery reminds you of her? We're gonna bring those to life during this. Let's mix some white in with that yellow. It's funny, every morning I wake up, I open up Twitter, and I try to read the news of the day, or at least how what sometimes feels like our world just going crazy. And you know, today I opened it up and I totally didn't remember this, and I forgot that today is Beyonce's birthday. So I thought, okay, now we definitely got to do this for the live stream today. So I thought about this earlier. I was like, let's do this. So right now, I'm just gonna create first, before I get to the portrait, just some icons that make me think of Beyonce before we get into the portrait. Let's do that there. And I don't think I ever do paintings like this. It's been a while since I've done something like this, so I think that's also why I'm gonna take my time throughout this process. I'm gonna enjoy it because the long weekend's about to come and I won't be in here for the whole weekend creating. So I'm gonna enjoy this process. And again, if you have any questions or comments, just leave them below in the chat. Okay, so you like the lemon. Good to know. You see a theme here. That's good. There's so much more to come. This is just, just one of many different objects and icons that represent Beyonce. And then if you follow my work, my style, we'll get to the portrait in just a little bit, but just you need to go above and beyond for her today. Let's do that. I'm gonna go over here. I want to define these just a little bit more. So I love using this thin black spray tip. Actually, do me a huge favor. If you can hear me no matter what platform you're watching this on, just drop some lemon emojis down below in the chat. Do that right now. Okay, so someone just asked, have I ever done a self-portrait? And I have in the past. It's been a while. It's not something that I have done in a while, so. Maybe on my birthday, maybe I'll do a self-portrait to, reflect on life a little bit. Okay, so Abe dropped some lemons on Instagram. Thank you for that. I'm gonna be showing love to all of you guys, to as many of the people as I can who are up for the challenge. All these calls to action I'm gonna ask for. All right, let's keep going. I'm gonna go over here to my gray. And let's keep I'm gonna get a different brush because this one's a little broken up. There we go. Oh, look at all those lemons. I love it. Look at all the lemons in the chat. Keep leaving lemons down below. Actually, whatever icon you end up seeing next, just leave that below. So the one I'm working on now, when you see it come to life, I want you to leave that emoji down below. Okay, so someone asked on TikTok, where am I doing my painting? I'm in my studio right now. We are based in Sacramento, California. Thanks for asking that question. I mean, this icon right here, once you see it come to life, I want you guys to leave a an emoji of it down below. All right, so someone just asked, will I ever paint more jazz musicians? Yeah, I'm sure, you know, one day. I just want to be inspired when I do stuff. So anything that I really do on here, again, if you see this crown coming to life, leave a crown emoji below. Everything I do here is just kind of inspired in the moment. So as long as I feel inspired, I'll create it. I think that also should keep in mind that when actually not just me, but any artist, when they create certain things, that you have to understand that they may never do that again. That, you know, that this is original art that happens in the moment, and to, you know, if you're a collector of theirs, to collect it, because it may go away one day. Leave little jewels on here. Let's go back to the white. So I'm just creating some icons right now representing Beyonce. If you see the crown, leave crown emojis down below in the chat. I see some right now. I'm gonna go back with this black. So every single icon that I leave behind, just leave an emoji of it below. Also, don't forget, we're doing a giveaway on my YouTube channel right now. To enter, just subscribe. That's all you need to do. All right, let's go back here. Okay, so we've got the lemon. We've got the crown. We're going to move to something else next. This will be an easy one. Actually, you know what? I need to start with another color. Let's do this. And I'll bring you up closer later on if you're watching this on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, or Periscope. We'll bring you up closer. Okay, so it's a great question. Someone asked, how much do my paintings cost? You can actually visit garibaldiarts.com/gallery to find out some price ranges. And if you see one that you like, you can find out. We don't obviously share them publicly, but we would love to share them with people who are collectors of ours. All right. All right, someone asked, how old am I? I'm 37 years old. My birthday is in December. I'm a Sagittarius. I'm going to come back and outline this. All right, let's see some more bee emojis. This is coming to life. Let's see. By the way, I haven't done this before, so you'll see me kind of hesitate at some points, but as it's coming to life, you're learning it as much as I am in the moment. That's a great question. So someone said, will I always be an artist, or is there another career that I would like to aspire to? And to be honest, teaching in some format has been a dream of mine since I was a young kid, since I was a young artist. And I get to do that through our new Paint With program. But for now, I am enjoying still challenging myself as an artist. But as I grow, I definitely want to get into teaching more. But like teaching these techniques that I've, not only done as an artist, but also, things that I've learned just even marketing my art as well. So all the stuff that I want to teach you guys. All right, keep those emojis coming. I see all those bee emojis. Every new icon, leave it below. Scribble that in. We are painting Beyonce today. Believe it or not, all of these will come together to reveal Beyonce. I know it sounds crazy, but I don't actually, that's the goal. Hopefully that happens. All right, so someone just asked, what's my favorite thing about Sacramento, which is where I live. I grew up here. You know, this may sound a little biased, but it was a great place, amazing place to start my art career. So think about it, like most artists move away to bigger cities to get, I don't know, recognized or to become part of a community. And I just felt accepted at a very early stage in my career. And I just feel like this was a great place that showed support early on. So that's one of my favorite things. The other thing is food. I love food, which is a big part of, okay, some more bee emojis, which is a big part of Sacramento. We're known for our, farm to fork movement, which means the access to just good natural foods nearby, and they make it to the restaurant quickly. All right, let's keep moving. I've got one more icon I'm gonna add before we get to the portrait. And this one, I don't know how much this will make sense, but we'll see. I'm adding this one because it's just a vibe. We'll see if you can guess what it is. It may not be this one over here, maybe another one. All right, so someone asked, is Creator X coming back? So we started Creator X, it's a nonprofit, it's a creative camp that we did in the summertime. And obviously because of COVID, we couldn't do it. And we had to move to doing it virtually, which yes, we will be doing a virtual Creator X camp and we'll be sharing about that very soon. But thanks for asking about that. All right, so someone asked, do I ever sell my jackets? And no, I don't. This is nothing that someone can like buy. If I've ever given it away, it's been for charity. But I am saving all my jackets. So if you see anyone that ended up with a jacket, they're very lucky. Okay, so someone asked, what do you call this style of painting? And I normally am doing these a lot faster on stage, and I call it performance painting. So real quick, if you see the leaves coming to life, these are palm leaves. So leave a palm tree or any palm leaves emojis down below. But I call this style performance painting. That is, you know, I try to make this process entertaining for the audience, and that's at least the goal. So someone asked, how long does it take to make these paintings? And it just varies. It can be anywhere from 6 minutes to an hour, just depends. Normally, again, on stage, these are done very quickly. So someone said, do celebrities ever contact me to get paintings that I've done of them? And yes, we've done paintings for different celebrities and icons. All right, so I'm gonna just add. I'm gonna add this color on the outside. Just want to separate it from the background. So someone just asked, what's my favorite painting I've ever made? That is a hard one. You know, let's just go with this one. This is gonna be my newest one. So I like to say that my next painting is always my favorite. And right now, this is still my next painting. It's still coming to life. So someone just asked, do I ever prepare for these paintings, or off the top of my head? Definitely off the top of my head. I wish I had more time to prepare, but this is just creating in the moment with you, for you. All right, so we've got space right here for Beyonce's portrait. Yeah, these are just, you know, again, we got the icons showing up there. These are just, the best thing I could do is compare this time to an athlete going to the gym. This is an artistic gym, and this is not planned. I try to do some planning before, but I haven't done it before. And what's happening right now is I'm learning in front of you. That's what's, you know, the vulnerable part about doing this is I don't know what's gonna happen next. And so I'm learning. Hopefully I can apply things that I learned into the next painting, and I just grow and get stronger. But I'm bringing you in on this process just because I hopefully you'll learn something as well. So, all right, let's start working on the portrait in the center. Leave your comments below. Jeff Cardy asked, what kind of spray paint? That is Montana spray paint. I also use MTN, which I believe are two different brands. Let's see, what's your favorite color? So Amelia asked, what's my favorite color combination? I don't particularly have one, but one of my favorite colors is already back there on the canvas. It's that really fluorescent pink. So anything that's like a infrared, I love that color. Let's see. So Joseph said, I am new and I'm gonna subscribe. Thank you, Joseph. If you subscribe, it'll enter you to win a giveaway I'm doing today. So I'm gonna give away 5 winners free access to my Paint With program, which is happening next week. So, all right, let's get back to this. Let's get back to creating Beyonce. The only thing I wish we had was I wish we could actually play her music. All right. So someone just asked, do I ever go back to Sheldon? Now Sheldon is the school that I went to growing up. It was my former high school. And I actually have been back to that school to teach, not only, you know, just to like share different insights that I have, but yes, it is a place that I continue to go back to, and I always will go back. All right, let's start filling this in. So I'm gonna take my time on this. Normally I go fast, but I want to take my time because this is not an easy portrait to do. All right, so someone just asked, do I ever have creative blocks and how do I get over that? Yeah, matter of fact, earlier we were filming something and I was painting and I was like, I'm not feeling this. So I just start over again. I just move on to the next painting. But what helps me get out of creative blocks is just creating. So I know that sounds weird because, you know, you're probably thinking, well, what's your motivation then? And to be honest, the act of creating will eventually spark an idea. So I believe in staying ready, and you can do that by just getting that brush on the canvas, getting that pencil to the paper, just getting to work. So I'm a firm believer in that. I'm just adding some details. We're getting started on the portrait part of this. You see all the different iconic imagery around. Just taking my time, enjoying this. So someone just asked, have I ever done a mural on the old Sacktown Boardwalk? I think that what they're talking about is Old Sac, but no, I have not. I have not done a mural in Old Sac. This is a very delicate portrait. Yes, it's like, you can't make a wrong move. I'm gonna mix some colors on the wall. I'm gonna go a shade lighter than what I just had. So my favorite artist, I love Leroy Neiman. I think he's, was ahead of his time when he was around. Andy Warhol is a favorite artist of mine. Who else? Ernie Barnes. I love his work. His mostly his figurative work, which that's pretty much what he mostly did. So I'm gonna mix some more paint on the wall. Who else? There's also a lot of artists that I follow on Instagram, which I love their work. I just can't recall their names right now. Let me ask you this. Do you know any artists that we should be following on Instagram or social media? Just comment below. You can let us all know who that is. Being very, very delicate right now, taking my time on this portrait. We're not gonna rush it. We're not in a rush today. I just want this to come out great. So I'm taking my time. Just taking some risks, trying out some new techniques. All right, so someone just asked, where was my first live painting done? And I believe it was at the Fox and Goose. So the Fox and Goose is in Sacramento, California. That's where I grew up, started, and that's where I did my very first live painting ever. All right, let's keep this going. Let's actually go back to this color. I'm gonna mix it on the wall, just make sure it's right. Ooh, how many paint fights? Well, I haven't had any, but now I'm regretting that. I feel like I should have some paint fights, so. Someone just asked, how many paint fights have I had in my studio? That sounds like it can get really, really messy. Like someone would get upset in that process. Just being very careful and delicate in this process right now. As much as I love to slosh paint around, just taking my time. Let's go back. Let's get some more paint. So they asked, do I ever go paintballing? I've actually never been paintballing. Can you believe that? Me? I think we should, yeah. That's something we should do, like not have a paint fight here in the studio, but I think we should go as a team and kick each other's ass on the paintball field. Is that a term? Paintball field? All right, I'm gonna mix in. I'm just mixing this palette, going a little bit lighter. Let's see. Just little by little. This, because the style of the reference photo, it's very, very smooth, so I'm trying not to use any harsh changes in color on the canvas. I'm just little by little taking my time. Someone said, have I ever made a mistake while painting? Yes. I mean, you name it, I've done it. It happens quite often, so. Actually, I'm gonna go a little bit lighter than that. So someone just asked, how big is the canvas? This one is 6 feet wide. Normally they're 6 feet tall, but we have it sideways. So this one's 6 feet wide by 5 feet tall. Go back. I'm just gonna build this up little by little. So someone asked, do I ever paint full body portraits? That would be more like figurative work, and yes, I love creating just figures in general. So yes, I love doing that. Have I ever been to Egypt? I have not. I've not been to Egypt, but I would love to go. The only places I haven't been are really Africa yet, so I can't wait till we can head out to Africa. That would be amazing. So someone asked, did I ever have a graffiti name? Yes. I could probably share it now that enough time has passed. But yeah, my graffiti name was Enzer, so E-N-Z-R. And that was inspired by, I was a Star Wars geek, so it was inspired by Star Wars. All right, I'm gonna go back with some white now. Building this little by little. We're gonna get to the lips next. Let's move on to the lips. How are we doing down here? So Joseph on YouTube asked, what's the most hardest painting? And honestly, these paintings like this, where the skin tones, there's like no break in it, it's just, you know, almost like a perfect smooth skin. Those are some of the hardest ones to do. Other ones are, yeah, just really those. So those are the hardest ones. I'm just looking at the comments right now. Let's see. Okay, so Sayafi said, how are you feeling, bro? I'm good. You know, you caught me at a good time. I'm just in the middle of this Beyonce painting. Let's get back to it, actually. Let's start adding some color to the lips, and then we'll move on to the eyes and hair next. So let's see. I'm gonna get a smaller brush. I'm gonna add some red, some blush to this. I'm gonna mix it on the wall first. So someone just asked, what brand of paint do I use? And I use Behr Ultra Premium paint. One of my biggest accomplishments, someone just asked, it's got to be raising kids. You know, it's one of the hardest jobs in the world. Actually, I'm gonna add some dark color to this. And just being a father and not knowing the results of your work until later, but they're, you know, my biggest inspiration, my biggest challenge. But yeah, definitely. So someone asked, have I ever painted Michael Jackson? Yes, I have, many times. Matter of fact, if you go on YouTube, you will see probably quite a few videos on there. It's like applying makeup. I'm gonna add, let's see, some white to this. Go a little. What is my favorite color? Definitely, I shared it earlier, but one of my favorite colors is definitely like an infrared color. So something that is, let's block this off. Like any red tone that has almost like a UV light to it. So if you put a UV light on it, it will glow. That's one of my favorites. All right, let's keep moving. Let's move on to this hair. I want to get some brown over here. I'm gonna mix it with some yellow. Kind of create this gold color. Let's try it on the wall first. Yeah, looks like good enough to start. So let's do it. So has anyone ever been mad that I painted him? I can't say that anyone's ever been mad, to be honest. So someone said, how do I get involved with the Juice WRLD and Weekend project? And that was just through some mutual friends that we have. Fate. I mean, it's kind of hard to say, but it was the work of a lot of people making that happen. All right. So if I wasn't an artist, so say if I gave this a try, it didn't work out, I would definitely be a teacher of some sort. I think the one thing that I would love to do just later on is to teach more, even if it's at a higher level than just a younger education. But I love sharing knowledge, so hopefully that will be in my near future. Let's lighten that up a little bit more. All right, let's move on to the eyes. This is definitely one of the harder paintings that I've done, so just FYI. But we'll just keep going. We're gonna keep moving forward on this. Let's start with a little bit of gray for the eye. Actually, I said eyes, but really it's just eye. What inspired you to make art? So someone asked, what inspired me to make art? And I don't think it was one thing. I really believe that I was wired to see the world a certain way, and then what kept inspiring me to want to keep creating was everything from music to Disney cartoons, just so many different things in this world that inspire me. But I just feel like part of what we become is either how we're wired and then our life experiences as well. Wipe these off. And just how I was wired was, looking at the world a certain way, but then my life experiences included some really amazing art classes and teachers. And it led me to this path. So I think you really got to kind of take an account of your influences in your life. I'm gonna wipe that off. I'm gonna add some color to the eyes. We'll bring you up closer later, just a little bit. So when did I sell my first painting? It was in 2003. Actually, no, before that, I was in high school when I sold my first painting. And I remember I did a show. Oh, I want to share this story real quick. So my first sale that I did was I was in high school and I showed my work at a local pizza joint. So I remember I even called the newspaper to let them know I had this showing at a pizza place. And I remember selling like 1 or 2 drawings from that show. And that gave me enough confidence to believe that, like, you know what? This is something that I want to do. And that was a pretty cool experience. But after that, when I started working professionally in 2003, I sold the first live painting that I did. And then it was just kind of history since then. All right, let's start adding some more details to this. I'm gonna get some yellow. I feel like Beyonce's color, when I think about people's color, people ask me what my favorite color is. My favorite color is this infrared. I feel like hers is yellow. Her color, you see it in so many different things that she does. Let's see. Let's go back to this yellow. Details to the different iconic images on this. All right, so someone asked, what advice would I share to an artist that wants to start doing live performance paintings? And, you know, the first thing is go do it in front of people and then be aware of how they react. Film it, watch videos. The more you can be self-aware of how you look and how people respond, you just have to make adjustments from there, because the performance painting is about being entertaining to the audience, making sure that the portrait looks great, and then also getting it done in a timely manner that it's not boring the audience. So if you can focus on those 3 things, does the portrait look good? Is it entertaining for the audience? And is it done in a timely manner? Work on those 3 things, and then you can build from there. Quick, I'm gonna say hi to Hello, who's watching on Periscope. So let's see, just reading some of the comments. So Emilio said, do you ever regret putting too much on the painting where the painting becomes too complicated? And it depends. So for example, what I'm doing on these live sessions is this is a session for us to learn and grow. It's not up to me to try to make this a masterpiece, and I think you should just look at everything like, what did I learn from this, and apply it to the next one. So I would say, as long as you're growing and progressing, don't worry too much about putting too much on it. I'm happy with whatever amount of paint I put on it or don't put on it. So, all right, let's see. I'm gonna keep going on this. Let me just get my black, start to define some other features. Thank you everyone for watching this live stream. I appreciate you taking the time to be here. I know there's a lot of things pulling your attention. Maybe you've left and you came back. I don't know if someone shared this video with you, but either way, I appreciate it. All right, let me do one last thing. Just sometimes I catch parts of the painting that maybe I missed. Just fixing up one part of it, right there. There we go. All right, let's throw some paint around. We're gonna bring you up close right now as we end this off. I'm gonna throw some paint. Let's go back to this yellow. And actually, let's do this. Let's get some pink. Let's just get wild. All right, let's do one last handprint. Here we go. All right, take one last closer look. Today we were honoring Beyonce. This painting is inspired by not only just her, but also the iconic imagery that represents her. So take one last look and then we'll go chat in just a little bit. Yeah, so as you see these icons, just leave an emoji down below in the chat. If you're watching this on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, or Periscope, if you see a bee, leave a bee emoji. If it's a lemon, leave the lemon. You can see this up close and personal now that you're watching this. And as always, if you want to support these live streams, share this video, subscribe, like it. That's pretty much the best way to support these live streams. Also, we have an online store, so visit garibaldiarts.com/shop. And we have an upcoming class coming up next Saturday as well called Paint with Garibaldi. And I will teach you step-by-step painting smaller than this. Our next one will be inspired by 9/11, and we're gonna do that next Saturday on the 12th. So I love all the emojis popping up. Christy on Facebook throwing the bee out there. Shannon's got the lemons, Marcus has got the lemon and the palm tree, all these iconic imagery that represents, and also, I don't know if you saw it, in the top left corner, there's a lion's eye. You wanna go show them that? Just a really faint lion's eye up there in the top left. You know, she was no big deal. She was just Nala in The Lion King. All right, take a closer look, and then we're gonna wrap this up with a chat very soon. If you're watching this on Instagram and TikTok, you're missing out all these up close angles to see this live stream. Thank you guys for supporting me through this one. This is a challenging one today. Let's go to that middle camera to get one last view before we wrap this up. Happy birthday, Beyonce, Queen Bee. Hopefully we represented her well in this. And then, all right, take one last look. Let's go to the chat. All right, welcome back. I was just checking out my laptop to see who some of our new subscribers are because we're doing a giveaway right now to basically subscribe to win. I'm gonna give 5 people free access to my Paint With program, which is next Saturday, September 12th. You just saw the commercial right there for it. And if you haven't already registered, I know I'm gonna put her on blast, but Amanda Bradford joined us for the last one, and I think you signed up for the next one. I don't know, maybe you can share that. But if you've joined it and you're watching this, let us know what you thought about the last one. Adriana Olivas, thank you for the love, I appreciate that. So let me just go to my dashboard real quick, and I'm gonna start date subscribed. All right, so I see people who subscribed today, the last couple days. I'm gonna pick the 5 most recent subscribers on my YouTube channel, and I'm gonna send you a message. I'm gonna email you. I think that's the only way I can contact you. So if you have an email, and I'm just gonna name them out right now. So the first one is, the name is P&P. The next one down is called Random Guy. I have your account, so let's see. Sue Kai Gaming is the third one. Ricardo Ambriz, you are the 4th. I had to check on which one that was. And then also Lauren Irene de los Santos Ortiz, you are my 5th winner. So I'm gonna message the 5 most recent subscribers on my YouTube channel. I'm gonna give you a exclusive code just for each of you, and you'll be able to access Paint with Garibaldi next Saturday, September 12th. It's free registration for that. And if you haven't already signed up, go do that at garibaldiarts.com/paint. So let me just screenshot this so I can see that. Let's see. All right, so I've got my winners, put that away. Real quick, before we go into the weekend, where are you tuning in from? I wanna know. So in the US, it's Labor Day weekend, but where are you in the world? Where are you tuning in? I'm gonna check in over here with TikTok and Instagram, but over here on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Periscope, where are you guys at? Can we scroll down on the comments? There are none, okay. All right, I'm gonna pull this in just a little bit more. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna read some of these comments right here. Where are you guys tuning in from? Let me just scroll through all this. I'm just scrolling away. So many comments on YouTube, actually on Instagram, my goodness. All right, so I see Canada, I see San Diego, I see California, Georgia, this is on TikTok as well, Duluth, Minnesota, USA, Australia tuning in, Florida, Houston, let's see, actually that was Florida, West Palm Beach. West Palm Beach is beautiful. I see Nashville, India, Sacramento, Louisiana, San Jose, LA, Tennessee, Santa Cruz, California, that is Emilio Anzaldo. Blake, you're in California, watching this on Periscope. Over here on TikTok, where are you guys tuning in from? I see Kimberly 0609 in the United States of America. Happy Labor Day weekend to you. Cole 3_witty on TikTok is going wild on these, like, I don't know what they are, but it's like popping up. Thank you, Cole. I appreciate that. It was just like, he did like 50 different things. So Cole 3_witty on TikTok. Thank you for the love. I appreciate that. And all right, so we're gonna wrap this up. Happy birthday, Beyonce, Queen Bee. We're gonna give you a last look in just one moment. Whatever you're doing this weekend, be safe. Wear a mask if you're around a bunch of people. Even if you're around some of your family members, I'm not gonna lie, some family members, I'm like, I'm gonna wear a mask around you. But whatever you do, be safe. I hope you find some time to create, and as always, do everything with paint. Passion, action, intent, new and to teach, and with those principles, you can do and create anything. I'm David Garibaldi. This is Art Life Live. Take one last look at the painting inspired by Beyonce. Happy birthday to you. Take a look. Thank you.